And a very pleasant good afternoon. Welcome back once again to Stillman Fieldhouse as we get set for men's action here this afternoon. The Weevils getting set to take on the Bisons of Harding University here from Stillman Fieldhouse. Earlier today, it was Harding University getting a 1-point win over the Blossoms, 66-65. Blossoms had a shot at the buzzer if they couldn't get the fall. That would have gave them the win. But anyway, Blossoms fall this afternoon. And glad you're with us here on KHPM, 93.7 FM, your home of UAM Sports. We're just a little late in getting started, but that's all right. Both teams are still out on the floor taking their warm-ups and getting prepared for this afternoon's ball game. Let's take a quick look at the starters for you. First of all, for Harding University, they will start at guard, a 5'11 sophomore out of Jonesboro, Arkansas, Kevin McBride. At guard, a 5'11 junior out of Mountain Home, Arkansas, Wyatt Gilbert. At guard, a 6'1 fifth-year senior out of Fort Worth, Texas, Sam Henderson. At guard, a 6'1 sophomore out of Beebe, Arkansas, Riley Marshall. And at guard, a 6'3 fifth-year senior out of Kinston, Arkansas, J.C. Smith. Head coach is Weston Jamison in his first year as a men's basketball coach. His assistant is Bradley Spencer. The Weevils, here's Big Shad Tapp and the Weevils will start this afternoon. It'll be at guard, a 6'4 junior from LaRue, Texas, Isaac Jackson. At forward, a 6'8 junior out of Maumelle, Arkansas, Josh Denton. At guard, a 6'1 junior out of Monticello, Florida, Zay Williams. At center, the 6'8 senior out of Magnet Cove, Arkansas, Cole Anderson. And Zane Nelson, 6'4 junior out of Birmingham, Alabama. We'll take a break and be back with more on our pregame show in a moment.
And now, let's meet the starting lineups. First, for the visitors from Harding University. Starting us off, we have a 5'11 sophomore from Jonesboro, Arkansas, number 1, Keelan McBride. Next, we have a 5'11 junior from Mountain Home, Arkansas, number 2, Wyatt Gilbert. Up next, we have a 6'1 fifth year from Fort Worth, Texas, number 3, Sam Henderson. Up next, we have a 6'1" sophomore from BB, Arkansas, number 10, Riley Marshall. And finally, we have a 6'3" fifth year from Monticello, Arkansas, number 12, JT Smith. Harding University is coached by head coach Weston Anderson and assistant coach Bradley Smith and Duncan Brown. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for UAM Weevils. Starting us off, we have a 6'4" junior from Larue, Texas, number 12, Isaac Jackson. Up next, we have a 6'6" junior from Monticello, Arkansas, number 18, Josh
Again, we welcome you back here to Steelman Fieldhouse on the campus of UAM as we get set for men's action here this afternoon. Weevils take it on the Bison of Harding University. Congratulations to the Bison football team. They ended up winning pretty handily. I think 55-13 was the final score. The semifinals of the NCAA Division II football playoffs going on. They're headed for the championship game, so congratulations and good luck to the Harding Bison football team out of the Great American Conference, representing the GAC in a national championship game. Maybe next week for the championship game. I'm not sure the date on it. But again, that's football action. We got basketball coming your way here on KHPM 93.7 FM. I'm Jimmy Sledge. We got today's game, and then we'll have a week from today. It'll be the Blossoms and the Weevils traveling to Arkadelphia to take on Washita Baptist. That'll be the final game before the Christmas holidays. Then we'll start January the 4th in earnest. It'll be every Thursday and Saturday throughout January and February. Great American Conference basketball here on KHPL. Cole Anderson will go center jump circle for the Bow Weevils. And it was Riley Smith for the Bison. Opening tip controlled by the Bison. They'll have it here in the front court. Sam Henderson works it around the perimeter, gets it off to McBride. McBride driving down the left side of the lane. Lost a handle on it, got knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Harding. And right now, Harding, or UAM, has a height advantage on the floor as they started 5 guards here this afternoon. 19:32 left to play in the first quarter. They're going to look at the monitors to see if it was tipped out of bounds or if they need to reset the shot clock. They got it at 13. Now they're going to leave it at 13. So Harding will inbound on the baseline with 13 seconds on the shot clock. And I think we're set. There we go. As Kevin McBride will look to get it in. McBride does finally. Gets it into JT Smith. Smith leaves it out front with Marshall for 3. It's off the mark, no good. Coming down with a rebound, Josh Denton. Denton gets a rebound for the Weevils, and UAM with their first appearance in the front court. Zay Wiggins with the dribble. Gives it up left side to Zane Nelson. Nelson now off to Isaac Jackson. Jackson. Man-to-man defense by Harding to start the ball game. Denton gives it up to Jackson. Jackson, Isaac on the baseline. Running jumper is no good. Cole Anderson there to get the rebound and put it back in. Weevils lead it by 2. 19 minutes to play in the first half. Harding will have the basketball here in the front court as they're working around the perimeter. Riley Marshall. Bounce pass, nice cut to the basket, laid up and in by Sam Henderson. Wow, we're tied at 2 apiece. It was a nice feed, nice cut to the basket by Henderson State. Shoot by Harding University, I'm sorry. Weevils with the basketball. Josh Denton leaves out front to Jackson. Jackson over the left side now to Wiggins. Wiggins back out on the perimeter. On the right side to Denton. Top of the key to Wiggins. Back to Jackson. 3-pointer on the way, good. Isaac leading scorer on this Weevil team nails the three. UAM's up by 3. 5-2 our score. Hardyman working out on the perimeter. Now a slash to the basket. High shot off the glass is good by 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. Gilbert, quick reaction and saw a little lane to go down. Was able to get it to go. 5-4. Weevils with the 1-point lead. Breaking across the timeline. They get it to Isaac Jackson. He'll go in the lane. Shot no good. Cole Anderson's there to follow it. Back up and in good. Cole with 4, and the Weevils lead it by 3 again. 7-4. Harding with the basketball. They'll work it out here on the perimeter. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 leaves it out front. Now to Henderson. Sam Henderson. Off to Kevin McBride. McBride back out. Left side it goes to Marshall. Stolen away. Josh Denton comes up with a loose basketball. He'll wait for his teammates to come down, and the Weevils will set up in their half-court offense. Weevils looking around. Try to feed it. They get it underneath to Anderson. Anderson had it knocked out of his hands. He tips it over in the corner to Denton. Denton misses the 3. And the Bison have a rebound coming the other way. McBride with it for the Bison out deep in the front court. He'll hand it off to J.T. Smith. Smith takes the dribble, goes to the free throw line, picked it up there. Finally finds somebody out on the wing to get it off to. That's 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Gilbert. Spin move in the lane, turnaround jumper good. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗥𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. And Harding has their first lead of the ball game at 8-7. 16:30 to play here in the first half. Isaac Jackson off to Wiggins. Wiggins now to Nelson. Nelson back to Jackson, off to Denton. Deep on the wing, right side. Keep it on the perimeter. Harding is in a man-to-man. They're still working around the perimeter. 5 seconds to shoot. Denton pulls up. 12-foot fadeaway at the buzzer. No good. Bounced all over the rim. Didn't go in. Harding has the rebound coming the other way. Going coast to coast is going to be J.T. Smith. He's going to draw the foul as he goes up for a shot. J.T.'s going to go to the free throw line. But not before we have a timeout. And a timeout on the floor. Foul against the Weevils. We'll come back. Harding will shoot free throws. It's 7-6. That's what the scoreboard says. UAM leads it by 1. We'll be back with more in a moment. It is 7-6. UAM with a 1-point lead. I put it up wrong a moment ago, but 7-6. UAM with a 1-point lead. Right now, Harding 3 of 4, 75%. Weevils 3 out of 7, 43%. And if you look at that, everything's come inside the paint except one shot, and that was Isaac Jackson. Had a 3-pointer. All right. As we come back at the free throw line for the Harding Bison is J.T. Smith. He'll be at the line shooting a pair of them here. The foul went against Josh Denton. That was Josh's first team foul. Smith misses the first free throw. We'll have one more opportunity. The first one went off the front of the iron. Free throw is on the way. This one is good. So we are tied at 7-7. And a little backcourt pressure now by Harding. Weevils getting across the timeline. Mario Fantina checked in at the timeout. The 𝗗𝗜𝗦 off to Jackson. Jackson, they get it inside to Anderson, missed a point-blank shot, and a rebound comes off to Hardy. They've got a chance to take the lead. They're stripping into the front court. They get it off to McBride. McBride deep on the right wing. Guarded out there by Anderson. Big mismatch there. They leave it out front with Riley Marshall. Off to Braun Harris. Harris takes it inside the paint. Jumper good. Braun Harris, little scoop shot underneath. He's off the bench with his first 2 points. And they have their first lead at 9-7. Weevils quickly into the front court. Anderson back out front to Nelson. To 𝗗𝗏𝗦. 𝗗𝗏𝗦 now to Isaac Jackson. Jackson brings it left side to Denton. Weevils taking a lot of time. 7 seconds on the shot clock. They go to 𝗗𝗏𝗦. He'll penetrate in the lane, then throws it away. Oh, boy. Shot clock was down to 2, and the Weevils turned it over. Cole Anderson's going to come out of the ball game now for the Weevils. Checking in is Alex Brogdon. Alex, a junior out of Little Rock, Arkansas. He's into the ball game for the first time this afternoon. 9-7. Down the floor. Hardy. 3-pointer on the way. Good by Braun Harris. $12 to 7. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I got an 11 to 7. Try and see what it is. There's a 3-pointer by the Weevils. No good. Josh Denton with a foul. Won't go, but a whistle and a foul call. And Josh going to get to go to the free throw line. It's 12 to 7. 5-point lead. Josh Denton going to get to go to the free throw line and shoot a couple of free throws here. Josh's first free throw is on the way, and it is good. First corner ball game for Josh. Makes it 12 to 8. He'll have one more coming. Second free throw by Denton is on the way. Bounces around, comes off, no good. And Hardy pulls the rebound down. Coming out of there with it, Sam Henderson. Henderson going to take it all the way in the paint, kick it in the left corner. Riley Marshall for 3, and it's good. Riley Marshall for the Bisons, nails the 3. The Bisons have opened up a 7-point lead here. 15 to 8. Weevils break the press, get it into the front court. Have to hold up, going to the half-court offense here. 𝗗𝗏𝗦 gives it up to Denton. Denton to Jackson. Jackson to Nelson. Nelson top the key, left side. They get 𝗗𝗏𝗦 open on the screen. It's good. Moyer for 3. 15 to 11, 13:30 to play. We got a timeout on the floor. Hardy leads it by 3. 4 make it. We're back in just a moment.
And at this time, we would like to recognize our partners who make a solid impact upon UAM Athletics. These include Union Bank, Showcases Floors, Commercial Bank, South Arkansas Rehab, Backup Equipment, Burns, BND Assessments, Citizens Bank, Black Tractors, Duke County Farm Bureau, Interpol Corporation, Ryder Automotive, Palmer Control Insurance, Parent Fitness, Domino's Pizza, Extended Holiday, Quality Inn, It's FC, Jefferson Regional Medical Center, Mainline Health System, CR Care, and the Omeka Student Session. Thank you for your continued support of UAM Athletics.
To 11. Harding has the lead. Weevils come up with a steal on the inbound down the floor. Weevils have it. A chance to cut into this 4-point lead. Zane Nelson. They get give it up. Let's see, he just checked into the ball game now for the Weevils. Wesley Booker's into the ball game. Fantina off to Jackson, to Nelson, now back to Jackson. Jackson drives, goes into the paint, kicks it back outside, in the corner to Fantina. Fantina to Broaden, back to Jackson at the free throw line as the shot clock was going off. They get the shot off, but it's no good. And Harding has a rebound. Coming the other way. David Name into the ball game for Harding. They're working around the perimeter, go to Marshall. Marshall penetrates inside the paint, puts a shot up and in good. Riley Marshall, he's got 5. Harding leads it by 6. 17-11 with 12:21 to play here in the first half. Isaac Jackson, they give it up to Booker. Booker back to Jackson, now to Nelson. He's on the left elbow, he goes inside, ball knocked out of his hands. He'll come down, they're going to call a whistle and a reach-in foul called against Harding. As
the foul is going to number 4, his first personal foul, second foul.
The foul went against Sam Henderson, I believe is who they called the foul on. It's on the floor, so UAM will inbound on the baseline. 12:08 remaining here in the first half. Weevils get it in. Isaac Jackson, top of the key to Fantina. At 20, the first 20 on the shot clock. Wiggins is back into the ball game now for the Bo Weevils. There's Fantina to Jackson. Isaac drives down the paint. Shot is short, no good. Brogdon with a rebound. The follow is blocked inside, but the Weevils keep it alive. Still 19 on the shot clock. Wiggins, a floater along the lane, no good. Wesley Booker hangs with it and finally gets it together. Wesley Booker, his first 2 points off the bench, and the Weevils are down by 4 at the moment, 17-13. On the other end, Brian Harris. They'll leave it out front with Riley Marshall. Marshall off to McBride. McBride, they get it inside. Shot put up and in good. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 with the basket. His first 2. 19-13, 6-point lead for Harding. We got 11:03 left to play here in the first half. Fantina to Booker, now to Jackson. Isaac drives, goes baseline, high shot off the left. Good. Isaac Jackson with 5 points here in the half. It's 19-15 now. Harding still leads by 4. Bryson front court. Sam Henderson out front to Harris. Lost a handle on it. Picked up by Brogdon. Ahead it goes to Booker. Wesley takes it into the paint. Shot is up, no good. Gets his own rebound. He'll bring it back out, and they'll reset the offense. They reset the offense. Isaac Jackson to Wesley Booker. Booker to Wiggins. Now to Fantina. Back to Wiggins in the corner. Wiggins trying to drive, goes along the baseline, throws up a prayer. It's no good, but it's going to be fouled. So the foul goes against Kevin McBride. It's going to be his first. Going to put Zay Williams at the free throw line for UAL, but not before we have a timeout. 10-14 to play in the half. It is 19-15. Harding with a 4-point lead. We're back in just a moment.
Another round of applause for our Bo Weevils cheerleaders.
It is 19-15. Harding with the 4-point lead. They led by as many as 7. Been their biggest lead here. UAM's biggest lead's been 3 so far in the first half. Right now, Harding shooting 8 of 9 from the floor. That is 89%. They're 2 of 3 from downtown, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. The Weevils are 6 of 18, 33%. 2 of 4 from downtown and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So 33% scoring for the Weevils. 19-15 our score. At the free throw line is Zay Wiggins for the Weevils. Zay's first one's on the way and good. One more free throw coming, made it 19-16. Next free throw's on the way, and it is Wiggins gets them both to go. Pulls the Weevils to within 2, 19-17. Now Harding with the basketball here in the front court. Moving that with it. Leaves it up to Sam Henderson. Henderson working there against Fantina. Drives, penetrates, kicks it back outside to Marshall. Marshall can't do anything with it. They go inside the paint. The whistle, and let's see, a foul going to be called inside. I believe they're going to get Brogdon for the foul. He went straight up with his hands. Brogdon is going to get called for the foul. Alex, his first. And that's going to send Abu Magnet to the free throw line. His first one is on the way, good. He's off the bench with 3 points now. Again, the second free throw coming, makes it 20-17, a 3-point lead. Once again for Harding to stretch it back out to 4. It's on the way, and it is good. 21-17. Harding with the lead, Weevils with the basketball. They get it across the timeline here in the front court. Fantina and give it up to Nelson. Zane back out front to Wiggins. Left side, swing it out on the wing, deep on the perimeter. Go to Brogdon inside, back. It comes to Nelson. Zane with the dribble, going one-on-one. Finally goes into the paint and then throws it away. Turnover, Bo Weevils. Harding came up with a loose basketball. They'll do the favor on the other end if they can keep it in bounds. Let's see, no, it's off of UAM. It goes out of bounds. It was they almost returned the favor, giving it back, but the Weevils couldn't control it. Fantina will check out of the ball game. Wesley Booker checks back in now for UAM. It'll be Harding basketball on the baseline. They look to get it inside. They do. Get it inside. The big guy, number 44, Dylan Monroe, muffled his way up and gets the basket to go. 6-point lead for Harding now. Weevils get it across the timeline into the front court. Get it to Isaac Jackson. Jackson to Brogdon, to Wiggins. Now to Nelson over on the right wing. Top of the key, back to Wiggins. Harding stays in a man-to-man. Jackson, floater in the lane, good. Isaac Jackson, short little 6-foot jumper, little floater there in the lane, makes it 23-19. Harding still with a 4-point lead. Now have the basketball here. Now a whistle out here in the front court called on Zane Nelson. It's going to be his first. Third team foul against UAM. They'll inbound it. Harding will here on the front court. Josh Denton checks back in. Wesley Booker will come out. So we got Brogdon, Denton, Wiggins, Jackson, and Nelson on the floor for the Bo Weevils. Harding will get it in bounds. 8:35 to play in the half. Harding leads it by 4, 23-19. They work it out around the perimeter out front. Sam Henderson in the corner, McBride. Now out front it comes to Marshall. 4 seconds to shoot. McBride fires a long 3 as the shot clock's going down. A rebound tipped out of their control by Harding. Again, they'll go down, a whistle, and so the ball goes out of bounds off of UAM. Wow. Dylan Monroe came in off the bench for Harding. He had some kind of effect on the rebounding on the inside. Harding will inbound it on the baseline. They get it in. They got 15 on the shot clock. They work it out here on the perimeter. Get it to Marshall. Marshall drives baseline. He's going to be fouled on his way up. They're going to get Isaac Jackson.
The foul's going to get number 12, Isaac Jackson. His first,
fourth team foul against UAM. It's going to send Riley Marshall to the free throw line. He'll be shooting 2. Still 23-19. Harding leads it by 4, but ball bounces around and goes in. That'll make it 24-19. As Riley Marshall got the first one to go. Checking back into the ball game for Harding is going to be Braun Harris. He'll come back in. All right. Marshall has one more free throw attempt. This one's on the way, and it's good. They're a perfect 6 out of 6 from the line as a team. Marshall now with 7 points in the ball game, and it's a 6-point lead for Harding. With pressure in the back court, Nelson gets it across the timeline for the Boll Weevils here in the front court. Nelson goes all the way baseline, almost lost a handle on it, cut off there, finally finds Wiggins. Wiggins for 3, that's good! Zay Wiggins. Zay nails the 3, he was wide open at the top of the circle. Wiggins with 5 points now. It's 25-22. There's a floater in the lane by Harding, no good. Rebound, Wiggins comes out of there with it for the Boll Weevils. Zay gives it up to Jackson. Jackson off to Denton, back to Wiggins. Swing it left side, Nelson. Looking inside, Cole Anderson. Anderson goes to Jackson at the free throw line, extended. He'll float one inside the lane. Nothing there but a foul called. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Ron Harris is going to pick up the foul, his first, 3rd team foul. So the 3rd team foul against Harding. 7:10 to play here in the first half. It's 25-22. Harding has the 3-point lead. UAM will be shooting free throws when we come back in a moment. It's 25-22. Harding with a 3-point lead. Their biggest lead has been 7. UAM's biggest lead has been 3. Harding by 3 at the moment. Right now, Harding shooting 9 of 13 at 69% from the floor. UAM 8 of 20, 40% from the floor. Harding's 5 of 6 from the free throw line. UAM 3 of 4. Rebounding, the Weevils have out-rebounded them 10-6. Turnover-wise, 2 for UAM, 3 for the Bison. At the free throw line, Isaac Jackson will go to the line now, and Isaac makes the first free throw. It's going to give him 8 points here in the first half already. With 7:10 to play, he can pull the Weevils to within 1. 25-24. Harding will have the basketball on a 1-point lead as we approach 7 minutes to play here in the half. McBride with it for the Bison. McBride gives it up to Monroe. Monroe back to McBride. Started out there by Wiggins. They're trying to go around the screen. Weevils pick it up nicely. They get it off to 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗏. The drive goes into the paint. They call it UAM. Ball got knocked out of bounds. Looked like it could have been a jump ball or a foul. But it goes out of bounds off of UAM. And Harding will get it back with 9 on the shot clock. McBride gets it into Henderson for three, in the corner, good. Sam Henderson knocks down the three. 28-24, 4-point lead again for Harding. Here's Josh Denton, a little floater right side of the lane, good. Weevils didn't take any time off the clock there. Denton gets the floater to go from about 8 feet out. 28-26 now. Here's McBride on the other end. He'll penetrate the lane and put a shot up and in good. Kevin McBride, his first 2 points. Still a 4-point ball game, 30-26. Harding trying to trap it here at midcourt. Weevils get it across and set up in their half-court offense. Wiggins to Jackson. Isaac Jackson will go to Anderson at the elbow. Back to Jackson. He's going to force a shot, but he's going to draw the foul against Henderson, against Harding.
His first personal foul seems stiff of that.
The foul went against Sam Henderson. Yeah. His second personal foul. At the line is Isaac Jackson, shooting 2 free throws. First one's on the way and good. It's going to give Isaac 10 points here in the first half. And one more free throw to go. Anderson will come out of the game for UAM. Brogdon checks back in. So Alex is back in. Free throws up. Jackson misses the second free throw. There's a whistle on the rebound. There's pushing foul underneath against Harding. It's going to get J.T. Smith. That's only the 5th team foul, so UAM will inbound on the baseline. 5:57 to go here in the first half. The Bison lead it by 3, 30-27. Jackson to Wiggins. Back to Jackson. Jackson drives down the right side, kicks it off the glass.
Isaac Jackson.
Isaac Jackson. Going to give him 12 points in the ball game. Weevils are down by 1 again. Here come the Bison into the fourth court. They look at Sam Henderson. Gabate drives left side. His shot. Whistle, a foul called on Josh Denton. I believe. Foul going to be on Brogdon. Brogdon to Alex. His second personal foul. With 5:26 to play here before halftime, Harding's going to be at the free throw line. And that's going to be Gabate. Come off the bench. He has 4 points. He'll be shooting 2 shots here. As the first one is on the way and no good. A little too hard off the back of the rim. Cole Anderson checks back in as Brogdon will sit down with those 2 fouls. And Abu is at the free throw line for one more chance at a free throw. Second one's on the way. This one is good. He's 3 out of 4 from the line in the half. 5 points for him off the bench, and it's 31-29. Harding with a 2-point lead. Weevils with the basketball. 5:20 to play before halftime. Jackson to Wiggins. Off to Denton. Denton. Josh gives it up back to Isaac Jackson. Now to Nelson. Back to Wiggins. Down to 10 seconds. 10 seconds, 7 seconds. They go right side as Isaac Jackson high off the glass, too strong. He keeps it alive. He tips the rebound out. They go in the corner to Wiggins. Wiggins passed up on a shot. They get it back to Jackson. Jackson going to penetrate in the lane. Gets it to Anderson. Anderson goes up. No good, but he is fouled. Cole Anderson's going to finally get to go to the line to shoot some free throws. Foul goes on Kevin McBride. Now that is his second personal. Cole Anderson going to go to the free throw line to shoot free throws. He has 4 points on the afternoon. Shooting 2 shots here. First one's up and good. For Harding, Dylan Monroe will check back into the ball game as coming out. It's going to be J.T. Smith. Anderson will have one more free throw attempt. 31-30. He can tie the ball game here with the free throw and misses. Throw it up and didn't even draw a net. I didn't even draw an iron. So It's 31-30. Harding still with a 1-point lead. And they have the basketball coming here in the front court. McBride started out there by Wiggins. They'll give it up to Marshall. He'll penetrate into the lane, running jumping good. Riley Marshall got him with 9 points here in the first half. It gives Harding back a 3-point lead, 33-30. Nelson for the Weevils. Hands it off to Isaac Jackson. Jackson out front to Nelson. They'll make it Denton. Now back to Nelson. Nelson pulls up, right elbow, jumper from 16, good. And Nelson, his first 2 points of the ball game. Weevils pulled it within 1 again, 33-32. McBride off to Marshall. Marshall, left side. Abu penetrates, gets it outside. McBride for 3, and it's good.
That basket is good for
McBride. He's got 5. Just like that, they're up 36-32, back to a 4-point margin for Harding. With 3:28 to play before halftime, the Bisons with a 4-point lead, Weevils with the basketball. Zane Nelson. Anderson on the elbow, top of the key. They get it off to Jackson. Now back to Nelson for 3. And they call it an illegal screen called on Cole Anderson away from the basketball. We've got a timeout on the floor. Anderson picks up the foul, his first. 3:16 to play before halftime. It's 36-32. Harding leads it by 4. We'll be back in just a moment. (36-32), Harding with a 4-point lead. They only have 1 lead change and 2 ties in this ballgame so far. UAM led early by 3, as many as 3. And then Harding has led by as many as 7 here in the first half. 3:16 left to play before halftime, 36-32. Right now, Harding shooting 76% from the floor, 13 of 17. UAM's 11 of 24. That's 46% from the floor. Harding will have the basketball out of the timeout. Nelson steals it. Zane Nelson down the floor, goes strong to the basket, counted and 1. Zane Nelson. He gets the basket to go, draws the contact, and he's going to get to go to the free throw line. The foul went against Sam Henderson. I have that as his 3rd personal foul. Zane Nelson is going to be at the line trying to complete a 3-point play. He's got 4 points on the afternoon. 36-34, free throws up.
The steal of the basket, the 3 points.
Weevils at the free throw line, now 8 of 11 from the free throw line. All right, a 1-point game again. Harding still holding on to a 1-point lead. Abu with it. Running out there by Denton. He'll give it up to Monroe. Monroe off to McBride. Back to Monroe in the corner. He'll fire it from 3. The big guy shoots a shot, no good. Isaac Jackson gets a rebound on the offside. And the Weevils have a chance to take the lead, just tripping to the front court. As Coach Chad Taft was up directing traffic. They go to Anderson in the low blocks. Back outside it comes now to Nelson for 3, and it's good. Zane Nelson. Back-to-back Zane. The Weevils have a 2-point lead. It'll be our second lead change of the game. 2-point lead for the Weevils. 38-36. Abu. Off to Monroe. To McBride. Now they'll give it up left side to Henderson. Abu for three. I'll answer. Good. Abu Gavnan with a three-pointer. He comes off the bench with 10 points, double figures for him, and gives them another lead. 39-38, Harding with a 1-point lead. Jackson to Denton for the Weevils. Now off to Wiggins, back to Jackson, to Nelson. Nelson takes the dribble, tries to go inside the lane, spin move, off-balance shot, throws it up and in good. Zane Nelson, he's come alive. He's got 9, making 10. He's in double figures. Weevils regain the lead at 40-39 with 1:15 to play before half. And Coach Weston Jamison had called the timeout for Harding. He'd seen all he wanted to see. Got to slow this UAM team down a little bit. We're going to keep it right here. Remind you, we'll be back on the air next Saturday. Final game before the Christmas holiday break. 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock next Saturday. We travel up to Arkadelphia, take on the Washita Baptist Tigers. And you can join us up there for that. If you can't make it, well, join us right here, 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock here on KHPM, 93.7 FM, your home of UAM Sports. It's 40-39, the Weevils with a 1-point lead at the moment. 3 lead changes, 2 ties. Biggest lead for Harding was 7 so far in the first half. UAM's biggest lead has been 3. It'll be Harding basketball as we come out of the timeout with 1:12 left to play. McBride across the timeline into the front court. He'll leave it up to Bradley Marshall. Marshall to Abdu, takes down to the basket. No good. A whistle, let's say a foul is going to be called against Cole Anderson. Anderson, his second personal. Abdu's going to go back to the free throw line. He's 3 out of 4 from the line this afternoon, shooting 2 shots here. He has 10 points already in double figures coming off the bench for the Bison. Abu. Free throws up, rattles around and goes in good. Ties the ball game at 40. Alex Brogdon will check back into the game. Now for the Boll Weevils. Alex Brogdon, Zay Williams, Josh Denton, Zane Nelson, and Isaac Jackson on the floor for UAM. 1 minute exactly left to play. Second free throw by Abu is good. That gives them back a lead. 41-40. 41-40. Harding with a 1-point lead. Weevils with the basketball. Jackson to Nelson. Nelson drives, goes down, put it up and in good. Zane Nelson, boy, he's been on fire. He's got 11, making 12 points now. The scoreboard's wrong. It's supposed to be 42-41. UAM leads by 1. Abu lost a handle on it, gets it back. He'll give it away to Kevin McBride. McBride leaves it out front now to Henderson. Back to McBride, deep on the wing. 8 to shoot for Harding. Here to Henderson from the left elbow. Drives down, baseline, jumper, no good. Let's see, the rebound comes off to the Boll Weevils. With 12 seconds left to go before half. 42-41. Weevils lead it by 1. 4 seconds. Isaac Jackson drives, floater on the baseline, good. Isaac Jackson got a floater on the baseline as time expires here at halftime. And the Weevils will go in and match their biggest lead of the half. 44-41. UAM with a 3-point lead here at the break. We'll take it with them. We'll come back with our halftime activities for you when we return in just a moment.
Come down to the baseline in there for our ugly sweater prize. this time, we would like to recognize today's game day sponsor, Mecca Mexican Restaurant. Representing Mecca is owner Mario Metza, son Mario Jr., son Yair, and GM Luis. Presenting them with a commemorative autograph basketball is Mark Jones, Assistant Athletic Director for Game Day for External Affairs and Game Operations, and UAM Athletic Director and Head Football Coach 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗄𝗏. We would like to thank a Mecca Mexican Restaurant for their continued support of UAM Athletics. How about another round of applause for Mecca? Oh, can we have all ugly sweaters to please come down? Any more ugly sweaters? Any more entries? I see one more. There we go.
(44-41). The Weevils lead it by 3 here at the half. And looking at some of the numbers here in the first half, Harding has shot 14 of 20. They're shooting 70% from the floor. 5 of 8 from three-point range. 8 of 10 from the free throw line. That's 80%. 63% from beyond the arc. The Weevils, on the other hand, 16 of 29, 55%. 4 of 6 from downtown, that's 67%, and 8 of 11 from the free throw line, that's 73%. The Weevils with a 3-point lead, 44-41. Biggest lead for Harding was 7. Biggest lead for UAM was 3. We did have 2 ties and 3 lead changes throughout the first half. Rebounding, Weevils have out-rebounded them 13-6. Weevils with 9 offensive boards. Only 4 defensive.
And now we have Jalen Scoggins, who is going
on second chance points. UAM with 9 offensive rebounds. They turned that into 12 points. Turnovers, 3 for UAM, 4 for We'll take another break. We'll be back with more at halftime for you. The score is 44-41. UAM leads it by 3. We're back.
Let's cheer her on as she tries to make the shot. Here she goes.
I think he's here to say ever. I think.
I'm tired. Nice to see you, buddy. I like your blanket. The guy that's sitting next to me is my cousin.
Oh, okay.
His son is my first cousin once removed from his head coach.
Oh,
It's
okay.
his first year. And he got the head coaching job there. So as soon as he got like a year ago, he started recruiting, and this is his first season. But yeah. Really? Good. In the glory days.
We're at halftime here at Stillman Fieldhouse, 44-41 our score. The Weevils with a 3-point lead. Again, 3 lead changes, 2 ties. Biggest lead for Harding was 7 there in the first 20 minutes. Biggest lead for UAM, 3 points, 2 different times. Once early in the game, and then right here at halftime, they get that 3-point lead back to go in at the intermission, leading by 3. Earlier this afternoon in women's action, it was all Harding. They come out of here with a 1-point win. Coach Tim Kirby and the Lady Bisons get the 1-point win. 66-65 was the final in the women's game. Blossoms had a chance to win it at the end, but couldn't get the shot to fall there at the buzzer. We are at halftime here at Stillman Fieldhouse. 44-41 is the score. UAM with the 3-point lead. Still got 8 minutes left to go here before the end of halftime. Again, we're coming up next Saturday. That'll be our final game of the 2023 year. The Great American Conference game in Arkadelphia next Saturday. 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock will be the tip-off times next Saturday from Arkadelphia as we take on Ouachita Baptist. And that'll be the final games before the Christmas break. Then we won't come back and have basketball on KHBM until January the 4th. That'll be a Thursday night. It'll be every Thursday and Saturday throughout the months of January and February. We'll be following the Weevils and the Blossoms all around the Great American Conference here in Arkansas and Oklahoma to bring you those games. All right, it's 44-41 our score. 3-point lead for the Bow Weevils. We'll take another break and be back in just a moment. 44-41. UAM with a 3-point lead here at the half. Glad you're with us on this Saturday afternoon. I understand there was some weather, maybe possibly some hail moved through the area. Hope it didn't damage any of your property, but the weather threat should be going down as the front moves through this afternoon. And I understand temperatures are going to cool off quite a bit on Sunday as we head into the first part of next week. It looks like the threat of severe weather may be gone. I know there was a tornado watch issued until 7 p.m. tonight. That may have already been lifted. But we'll check the current radar and see if we can come up with other information we can pass along to you. It looks like most of it's moved on off to the south and east of Monticello. here this afternoon. So you want to be aware of it over around the McGee and Lake Village area, Greenville. Looks like that's where the storms are headed here the next hour or so. But keep an eye on it. Of course, we'll keep it updated as well. 44-41. UAM with a 3-point lead. Individuals here in the first half. Let me tell you about that. First of all, for Hardy, they've got one player in double figures. That's 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. He came in off the bench. He's got 10 points. 9 points for Ronnie Marshall. 5 points for 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 McBride. You will correct that. Keelan McBride. Wyatt Gilbert ends up with 4. 5 points for Brahman Harris off of the bench for Henderson State. For UAM, 1 player in double, make it 2 players in double figures. Isaac Jackson with 14. Zane Nelson with 12. 5 points for Zay Wiggins. 3 points for Josh Denton. 5 for Cole Anderson. And 2 for Wesley Booker. 3 points for Mario Fantina as well. The Weevils lead it here at halftime, 44-41. Weevils on top of the Bison. We'll take one more break, and then we'll come back with the start of the second half for you from Stillman Fieldhouse in just a moment. 44-41. UAM with a 3-point lead. Both teams have come back out on the floor, getting their final instructions from their coaches. UAM with a 3-point lead, and they'd like to hold on to that if they could. Go back and look, the starting five is going to be back out on the floor for Harding. It'll be Keelan McBride, Wyatt Gilbert, Sam Harrison, Riley Marshall, and J.T. Smith, the original starting five, as well as for the Weevils. You have Josh Denton, Zane Nelson, Zay Wiggins out there, Isaac Jackson, and Cole Anderson. UAM's going to get the basketball to start the second half. So they'll get it into Zane Nelson. Man-to-man defense by the Bisons. They start off here in the second half. Weevils work it out around the perimeter. We go to Anderson now, inside the paint. Anderson at the elbow, going to have to do something with it, and they call 3-second lane violation. Stood there too long before he tried to move. that'll be a turnover against the Boll Weevils. 44-41. Weevils with a 3-point lead. Here Henderson State now with the basketball. They bring it here in the front court. Making Harding with the basketball. Henderson out here on the floor for it. Henderson with the basketball at the moment. Goes right side to get it to J.T. Smith. Out front it comes to Marshall for three. It won't go. Cole Anderson goes high to get a rebound for the Boll Weevils. UAM still up by 3. Back down the floor we come. 19-10 left to play in the second half. Josh Denton leaves it with Wiggins. Wiggins off to Nelson, now to Jackson. Going across the lane, he'll spin from the left side of the lane. Fadeaway jumper is no good. The rebound out of bounds off of UAM. So neither team scored now with just over a minute gone in the first, here in the second half. 18:50 to play in the second half. Neither team been able to buy a basket so far. Dylan Monroe gives it up out front to Riley Marshall. Back to Monroe to top the key. Monroe looking. Comes left side over to J.T. Smith. Smith goes to the free throw line. Now in the lane. Turn around. Jumper good. J.T. Smith. Little one-on-one there against Josh Denton. Took him to the basket. Weevils come across the timeline to go to Denton. Denton. Easy layup. And the Weevils broke the press. And Denton was able to get all alone. Still 46-43. 3-point ball game. UAM still in the lead. Here's Marshall. Marshall driving into the paint. Ball partially blocked by Isaac Jackson. Jackson will take it out of the air. Give it up to Zay Nelson. Nelson in the corner now to Denton. Denton to Anderson. Anderson low blocks goes in. They call an offensive charge on Cole Anderson. Anderson, his third personal foul.
That's his third personal foul.
17:52 to play in the ball game. Alex Brogdon's going to check back in. Anderson just picked up his third foul. With 17:52 to play in the ball game, UAM leading by 3. And Harding will have it in the backcourt. Now checking in for Harding is going to be Bron Harris. Dylan Monroe will go sit down. Weevils stay in a man-to-man defense as well. Sam Henderson go right side. Marshall for 3, and it's good. Riley Marshall, his second 3 of the ball game. That's going to give him 10, make it 12 points in the game, and we're tied at 46 all. Our first tie of the second half. Weevils with the basketball. Isaac Jackson, strong move along the baseline, puts it up in. Isaac Jackson with 16 points now. 48-46, Weevils up on top by 2. Here's Harris for UAM. It penetrates, gets it back outside to Marshall. Riley going to give it up to J.T. Smith. Smith outside. Keelan McBride for 3, and it's good. Keelan McBride, his second 3 of the game. How about that? They have taken the lead. 49-48. Harding with a 1-point lead. UAM with the basketball here in the front court. They go to Brogdon. Brogdon back outside. Denton, a wide open look at 3. It's good. Josh Denton, his first 3 of the game. That gives him 10 points, though. He's in double figures. And the Weevils are back on top. A 5th lead change of the ball game. 16:27 to play. Keelan McBride for 3 again. Shot won't go. There's Zane Nelson clearing the boards for UAM. Boll Weevils will have it. Back on top by 3. Excuse me, 2. 51-49. 51-49. Weevils work it out on the perimeter. Josh Denton. They go to Brogdon at the elbow on the right side. Now he gives it back up to Jackson. Jackson around the screen, into the lane. The floater good. Isaac Jackson. 18 points in the ball game for Isaac. 53-49. Weevils up by 4. That's their biggest lead of the ball game. At 4. 15:40 to play. Here's Harris driving in the lane. Ball stripped away from behind. Weevils have it on the turnover. Down the floor, UAM's going to set up in a half court. Nelson to Denton. Back top of the key to Jackson. Swing it left side now to Wiggins. Wiggins goes to Brogdon on the left elbow. Brogdon finds Nelson. Nelson penetrates in the lane, forces the shot no good. As Alex Brogdon with the follow, it won't go. Now the ball's loose on the floor, picked up by 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗧𝗏 McBride. He'll take it coast to coast, go into the lane, shot no good. Whistling a foul on the rebound. On the follow. That's going to be against UAM. Foul is going to go on Alex Brogdon, I believe.
That's his second personal foul, team second.
No, the foul went on Josh Denton. His second personal, second team foul. We got a timeout on the floor. 15:05 to play in the second half. It's 53-49. UAM leads it by 4. We're back in a moment. (53-49), the Weevils have a 4-point lead. Biggest lead of the ball game for UAM at 4. Hardy's biggest lead was 7 back in the first half. Here in the second half, UAM 4 of 7, 57%. 1 of 1 from downtown. For the game, shooting 56%. Harding here in the second half, 3 out of 6, 50% for the ball game. They're 17 of 26. That is 65%. That's a free throw line for Harding, shooting 2 shots. Going to be Sam Henderson. The first one's on the way, and it's good. Harding was 8 out of 10. They're now 9 of 11 as a team. Shooting free throws. Second one is on the way. It's no good. Weevils get the rebound. UAM still leads by 3, 53-50. Just under 15 minutes to play in the ball game. Isaac Jackson goes all the way underneath, kicks it back outside to Wiggins. He'll go back to Jackson in the corner. He'll drive, his shot blocked. They call it a jump ball. Abu tied up Isaac Jackson. He blocked him. They called the jump ball, and offensive possession belongs to Hardy. So the Bison will get it back. They cut into this 3-point lead again. They just won't go away. 53-50. Weevils lead it. Harding with the basketball. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗧𝗏 McBride. 𝗗𝗜𝗦 throws it. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Zane Nelson for UAM. They had some good hands, quick hands. They were able to knock it out of bounds. Harding will inbound right in front of the scorer's table. As they look to get it in, they get it into McBride. McBride guarded out there by Zay Williams. He'll give it up to Abu. Abu working against Jackson. Takes him to the hoop. Goes in, out of control. They're going to call Jackson for the blocking foul, though. Isaac's going to pick up his second personal foul. It's on the floor. Third team foul now against the Weevils. Comes with 14:20 to play. UAM leading 53-50. McBride will trigger it in for the Bison. He gets it in to Braun Harris. Harris backs in against Josh Denton, and they're going to get Denton for a reach-in foul. So Josh has just picked up his third personal. That'll be the 4th team foul against UAM. They say he was going up for the shot. So Braun Harris is going to be at the free throw line shooting a couple of free throws here. 14-14 left to play. Braun's first free throw was up. Braun Harris, his first free. He's got 5 points off the bench now for the Bison. Bison. Second free throw is up, bounces around, goes in good. 53-52. Wesley Booker going to check back into the ball game now for Josh Denton. So you got Isaac Jackson, Zane Nelson, Wesley Booker, Alex Brogdon on the floor for UAM. And the Weevils throw it away. Turnover against UAM. Harding with a chance to take the lead again. They're stripping into the front court. Keelan McBride gave it up to Henderson. Henderson off to Abu. He'll try to drive. Goes against Booker. Got by him. Put it up in good. Abu Gaban. He has off the bench. That's 4, 7, 13, and they steal it again. Weevils get it right back as Wiggins had his pocket picked and be knocked out of bounds. 13-13 left to play. Harding has turned up the defensive pressure. Weevils had a turnover or two, but were able to get it back. Didn't give up a point. Harding leads it by 1, 54-53. 13:30 left to play here in this basketball game. It'll be UAM basketball in the backcourt. As the Weevils get it across midcourt into the front court. Brogdon, they go to the half-court offense. Wiggins to Jackson. Now to Nelson. Got his man in the air on the 3. Throws it over in the corner to Mario Fantina. Pulls up 16-foot jumper good. Mario, 5 points for him, and the Weevils have the lead again. That's going to be an 8 lead change of the ball game. 55-54. 12:55 left to play in the game. Abu trying to drive. They say he carries a basketball. Turned it over. There'll be a turnover against the Bison. UAM will get it back. They'll get it right in front of the Harding bench where they'll inbound it. Zay Wiggins up to Nelson. Zane double team there. Gets it across to Fantina now. UAM. The 17 on the shot clock will set up here in their half-court offense. Go to Isaac Jackson. Jackson works around the screen, goes down the left side of the lane. There's a whistle, and let's see, a foul called. Yes. There'll be a foul called on Ron Harris. It'll be his second personal. It's on the floor. That is only the first team foul against Harding here in the second half. The Weevils inbound it. They get it in. To Jackson. Jackson out front again to Fantina. Mario back to Jackson. Jackson, 10 seconds to shoot. Finds Zane Nelson. He's out in here mid-court. He'll pull up with a long three-pointer. It's no good. Rebound comes off to Harding, 55-54. We approach 12 minutes to play in the ball game. Harding with the basketball, down by 1. Henderson gives it up to Harris. Harris guarded there by Fantina. Out front it comes now to Robert 𝗗𝗜𝗏. Off to McBride. Abu fires a 3. It's no good. There's Zane Nelson with a rebound for the Boll Weevil. 55-54. Weevils still lead by 1. 11:40 to play in the ball game. Fantina gives it to Nelson to Jackson. Swing it left side, Wiggins. Top of the key again. It comes to Nelson. Back to Fantina. 12 to shoot. As Nelson went in. Shot was no good. Brogdon was there to get the rebound. The follow was good. Counted and 1. Counted and 1. And the foul goes against Braun Harris. But not before we have a timeout. Weevils up by 3, 57-54. We'll take a break and be back with more UAM basketball in just a moment.
Oh, grab a kid.
That foul's going to go number 0, Braun Harris. His third personal foul, team's second in the foul. of applause for our UAM cheerleaders.
(57-54). The Weevils have a 3-point lead. We have had 4 lead changes here in the second half. Biggest lead for Harding has been 1. However, UAM's biggest lead has been 3, make it 4 here in the second half. Right now, UAM shooting 22 of 40, 55%, shooting 63% from downtown, 5 of 8, and 8 of 11 from the free throw line, 72%. Harding shooting 18 of 28, that's 64% from the floor. 7 of 13 from downtown and 11 of 14 from the free throw line. Alex Brogdon at the line for the Weevils. Knocks down the free throw, got the 3-point play under his belt, and the Weevils are up by 4, 58-54. We approach 11 minutes left to play in this basketball game. Abu gives it up to McBride. McBride penetrates to the free throw line. He'll pull up there, jumper good. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 got him with 10 points now. He's in double figures. Pulls Harding to within 2 as they go under 11 minutes to play. Isaac Jackson to Fantina. Gives it up to Wiggins. Back out to Fantina. Mario backs up with the dribble. He's behind the arc. They get it out front near midcourt out to Jackson. Isaac drives right side. Kiss it off the glass. Too hard. Fights for the rebound. And Harding comes out of there with it. Coming down with it. Marshall. Riley Marshall to Smith. Over to McBride. McBride. Left wing. They'll swing it. Back to Marshall. Marshall to Abu. A whistle and a foul going to be on the floor on Mario Fantina. Mario, his first personal. Team foul number 5 against the Weevils. So neither team in the bonus yet with 10:20 to play here before the end of the ball game. It's 58-56. Weevils still lead by 2. Harding will inbound it. They get it into McBride. Keelan. Marshall, Riley Marshall. Marshall had a cutter going toward the lane. The ball goes out of bounds. J.T. Smith was cutting on the backside. Couldn't handle the pass, and the Weevils are going to get it back. Josh Denton will check in now for the Weevils as Mario Fantino will go sit down. Weevils have Wiggins, Jackson, Nelson, Denton, and Brogdon on the floor for the Weevils. Josh Denton with it here out deep in the front court. Goes to Nelson, top of the key, now to Jackson. Isaac penetrates, goes down the left side of the lane. He'll put the shot up, too hard, no good. Rebound comes away to Harding. McBride quickly up the floor, all the way, has it stripped from behind by Wiggins. Wiggins ahead to Jackson. Jackson has it knocked out of his hands from behind. They'll stay with the Weevils. They'll get it on the baseline. 58-56. Weevils still lead by 2. UAM will have it on the baseline as Harding a lot of substituting. There we go. Everybody's set. Get it in to Nelson. Zane drives, goes down the middle of the lane. He'll pick it off the Zane Nelson. 13, 14 points for him, and the Weevils are up by 4. Matches their biggest lead again of the ball game. Harding, J.T. Smith penetrates, kicks it outside to McBride for 3. It's good. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 Keelan McBride, his third 3 of the game. And they just keep hanging around. They're down by 1, 60-59. Weevils lead it by a point. Weevils working around the perimeter. They get it off Wiggins, now to Denton. They go to Brogdon, back outside to Nelson. Bang, bounce pass to Brogdon, little give and go there. Brogdon gets it together. Alex Brogdon off the bench with 6, make it 5 points, and it's 62-59. Weevils lead it by 3 again. 8:35 left to play. Here's Harris on the other end for Harding. Floater in the lane. Good. Ron Harris. Just a floater to go. 62-61. Weevils lead it by a point. Josh Denton gets it off to Isaac Jackson. Isaac going to take it down the left side of the lane. His shot blocked under there by Harris, but then stolen away by Alex Brogdon. And shot clock did not reset, I don't think. And that's what the officials, I think, are going to go look at. As we have 8:04 left to play of the ball game. And it's 62-61. I think the shot clock should have reset twice. The officials are looking at it. And then we're going to go back to action. They only put 11 seconds on the shot clock. All right. And UAM will have it right in front of their own bench as they get it into Wiggins. Wiggins to Brogdon. Brogdon back door to Denton. Count it and one. Josh Denton on the slider. Got the basket to go. The foul is going to go up. He's going to go to the line for a chance at a three-point play. Foul goes against Sam Henderson. Man, that is his fourth personal foul. Josh Denton going to be at the line. He'll be trying to complete a three-point play, but not before we have a timeout. 7:59 to play in the ball game. Weevils are up 64-61. We're back in just a moment. /61. Harding trails by 3. Weevils have the lead. Harding still shooting 68% from the floor. They're 21 of 31 from the floor. 8 of 14 from downtown, 11 of 14 from the free throw line. The Weevils, 25 of 46, 54%. 5 of 18 from downtown at 63%. 9 of 12 from the free throw line. Weevils have out-rebounded them 20-11. Josh Denton's going to be at the line trying to complete a three-point play here the old-fashioned way as the free throw's up. And he makes it. Josh Denton, he has 9, make it 12. 65-61. Weevils match their biggest lead. 7:52 to play in the game. 4-point lead to UAM. McBride, bounce pass. They get Smith underneath. Puts it up and in good. J.T. Smith got loose. He gets the easy basket. 65-63 now. Weevils lead it by 2. And the basketball here in the front court. Brogdon, bounce pass on the elbow. Out front to Wiggins. Wiggins goes all the way in the left corner. He'll go baseline. He'll kick it out to Jay Wiggins. Jay with 5, make it 7 on the night. Makes it 67-63. UAM back up by 4. McBride now for Harding with the dribble. Got it out there by Johnson. They get it out front. Marshall for 3. Riley's three-pointer is no good. Rebound saved in, but right to UAM. J.T. Smith for Harding saved it in. Came right to Josh Denton. All right, Weevils with it. Front court up by 4. Alex Brogdon finds Denton in the lane. Denton goes too far underneath. He's in trouble. Finally puts the shot up, and they're going to foul him. Wow. Could have been a 3-second lane violation, but they ended up Calling it. Riley Marshall going to get the foul called on him. Josh Denton going to go back to the line now for UAM.
Weevils.
Denton.
Josh Denton.
12 points in the ball game, and we've got a timeout called by Harding. 6:41 to play in the ball game. It's 67-63. UAM leads it by 4. We'll be back in just a moment. (67-63), Weevils with a 4-point lead. We've got 6:41 left to play here in the second half. Josh Denton going to be at the free throw line for UAM. He'll be shooting 2 shots here. He can give UAM their biggest lead of the ball game. Their biggest lead has been 4. That's where we've been stuck. Haven't been able to pull away from that. Denton with 12 points in the game so far, shooting 2 free throws here. First one's up and good. Stretch the lead to 5. He can stretch it on out to 6 if he can make the second one. Second free throw is on the way, and it is good. Weevils up by 6. That's their biggest lead of the game. 6:38 left to play. Harding with the basketball. They work it out here to Marshall. Riley Marshall gives it up Abu. Abu goes strong to the basket. Counted and one. Josh Denton will get him with the body on the way up. So Denton will pick up the foul. That is his 4th personal foul. And Abdu comes off the bench for Harding. He'll be at the line. Trying to complete a 3-point play. I've got him with 14 points off the bench. He'll be shooting 1 here from the free throw line. It's on the way. It's off the front. No good. Josh Denton clears the boards for the Boll Weevils. UAM still up by 4, 69-65. Denton gets wide open underneath. Goes up with a shot. No good. They call an offensive charge on Denton. Charging foul on Josh Denton. All right, give it right back to Harding. 6:17 left to play. 69-65. Denton's going to come out of the ball game. That was his 5th personal foul. So Josh Denton will foul out with 14 points. On the afternoon. As the officials, UAM's got a little time. Coach Tapp thought he had a little time. Officials are going to bring him back out. So you got to play. Harding will have the basketball in the backcourt with 6:17 to go. UAM leading 69-65. They get it off to Riley Marshall. Marshall takes it, moves it out front, out of McBride. Keaton to Abu. Abu working against Isaac Jackson. Gets it back out to Marshall. Riley goes into the paint. Fadeaway jumper. Too hard, no good. There's Zane Nelson getting the rebound for the Boll Weevils. UAM still leading by 4. Has it in the front court now. 5:44 to play. Wiggins to Mario Fantina. Fantina looking inside for Brogdon. Can't find him. He'll bring it out. Top of the circle with the dribble. Gets it left side now to Zane Nelson. Nelson out on the wing. Takes it in the paint, in traffic. His shot blocked. Kept alive by the Weevils. UAM gets it back underneath to Nelson. Nelson this time could have been fouled by Boo.
That foul is going to be number 4. His second personal.
That'll be his second personal. Team foul, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Team foul number 5. Zane Nelson's going to go to the line. He's 1 out of 1 from the line so far this afternoon. 14 points in the ball game. Free throws up and good. 15 points for Zane. The Weevils lead it by 5. We got 5:22 to play in this one. Second free throw is on the way by Zane off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound comes away to Hardy. Hardy down by 5 with the basketball. McBride to Marshall. Riley Marshall gives it up out there to Henderson. Henderson penetrates, goes all the way left side of the lane now, gives it back out front to McBride. 9 to shoot. They get it in the hands of Babu. He'll penetrate. Goes in, throws up a wild shot, no good. Rebound, Mario Fantina. So Mario came down with it, and UAM with a 5-point lead brings it into the front court. We're going to 4:45 left to play. Jackson. Off to Nelson. Nelson to Wiggins. Wiggins back to Jackson. Now to Fantina. Back to Jackson. He'll go all the way underneath. Took it outside. Zane Nelson can't hold the pass. It goes out of bounds. Out of bounds off of Zane Nelson. Turnover Bull Weevils with 4:30 to play. 70-65. UAM still hanging on with a 5-point lead. Turnovers. It's going to be 9 now against UAM unofficially. 10 against Harding in the ballgame. The Bisons will get the basketball back. You've got Wiggins, Brogdon, Jackson, Nelson, and Fantina on the floor for the Bull Weevils. Smith with it for the Bisons. Gets it over on the wing to Harris. Harris drives down, shot on the baseline, no good. There's Isaac Jackson to get a rebound now for UAM. He'll leave it with Wiggins to bring it up the floor. Zay Wiggins gets it across the timeline to Fantina, now to Jackson. Jackson back to Nelson. Nelson to Fantina, they swing it over on the right wing. To the Brogdon at the elbow. Brogdon, high post offense, hands it off now to Nelson. Nelson can't do anything, 5 seconds. Goes baseline, needs some help. Gonna have to put one up. His shot is blocked. Taken out of the air by Harding. They'll push it up the floor ahead to J.T. Smith. Smith lost the handle on it. It goes out of bounds. It went out of bounds. They'll say off of UAM. Timeout on the floor with 3:37 to play in the ball game. It is 70-65. Weevils with a 5-point lead. We'll take the break and be back with more UAM basketball in just a moment.
Stay outside the door while you go in. No, I'm back.
$70-65. UAM with a 5-point lead.
We got just a few minutes left
Right
in
now,
this one.
UAM
Let's secure the victory.
26
Make
of
some
47, 55%
noise.
from the floor. Harding is 22 of 33. That's 67%. That's almost unheard of on the road, shooting almost 67%, or a little over 67% from the floor. And trailing. Harding with the basketball. They'll have it in the front court. J.T. Smith. Guarded out there by Brogdon. He'll drive back Brogdon into the paint. Tries to dish it off to Harris. Harris lost the handle on it. Gets it back deep in the right corner. 14 to shoot. Harris driving. Penetrates the lane. He's going to get fouled as he goes up for a shot. And the foul
is going to go to number 25, Zane Nelson.
It's going to go on Zane Nelson. And that is his second. That's the 8th team foul. So at the line, it's going to be Braun Harris. Harris shooting the first free throw is up, and it's good. Harris with 8 points, make it 9 points in the ball game. Made it 70 to 66. He can pull Harding to within 3 with this free throw. With 3:22 to play, a lot of time left to play in this one. Free throws up, and it's good. 3:22 to play. We got a 3-point ball game. It's 70 to 67. Backcourt pressure now by Harding. Weevils get it across the timeline into the corner to Brogdon. Brogdon back out front to Wiggins. UAM sets up their half-court offense. 3:12 to play. They go to Fantina. We got Jackson flashing on the baseline. His shot is up, off the mark, no good. And a foul on Isaac Jackson on the rebound. Isaac reached around Abu. They're going to send him to the free throw line. 3:05 to play, and it's 70 to 67. Jackson commits the foul. What that does for Harding, though, is let them have a chance to score points without any time going off the clock. Down by 3. Abu, 5 out of 7 from the line on the ball game. He'll be shooting the front end of a 1-and-1 here. First one's up, bounces around, no good. There's Alex Brogdon to get the rebound for the Boll Weevils. UAM quickly into the front court. Jackson slows it down, and Coach Chad Tapp wants a timeout. With 2:55 to play here in the ball game. It is 70 to 67. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Remind you that the Weevils have led by as much as 6, as many as 7 in this ball game. We've had 8 lead changes and 3 ties throughout this contest. Harding will just not go away. UAM had a couple of chances to put them away, you would think, but couldn't do it. Coach Chad Tapp called the timeout. Of the UAM basketball coming out of the timeout, they'll inbound right in front of their own bench. Zane Nelson, Mario Fantina, Zay Wilson, Alex Brogdon, and then Isaac Jackson on the floor for UAM. They get it in to Jackson. Isaac hands it off to Wiggins. Zay finds Brogdon at the elbow, free throw line. Now we get it off to Jackson. Jackson back to Nelson. Nelson penetrates in traffic, gives it up, finally to Jackson. Isaac trying to go baseline. Fantina, as the shot clock is expiring. Shot clock violation. With 2:33 left to play in the game, a shot clock violation. UAM leads it by 3, 70 to 67. UAM has 2 timeouts. Harding has 2 timeouts remaining. With 2:33 to play in the ball game. Harding will have the basketball. A 3-pointer will tie. They get it up to J.T. Smith. Now to Braun Harris. Harris. They go to Smith again. Smith back outside. McBride for 3, and it's good. Keelan McBride, his 3rd 3 of the ball game, and we are tied for the 4th time. Tied at 70. We'll go under 2 minutes left to play in the basketball game. Another timeout ball by UAM with 2 minutes, 1 second left to play. It's 70 to 70. We'll take the break with them and be back with more UAM basketball in just a moment.
Weevil fans. We got a huge last 2 minutes.
It is
Make
70
some
to
noise!
70. We're all tied. Unofficially our fourth tie of the ball game. 2 minutes and 1 second remain. Weevils down to one timeout. Harding has two. It'll be UAM basketball in front of their own bench here in the front court with 24 on the shot clock. Zane Nelson, Zay Williams, Mario Fantina, Isaac Jackson, and Alex Brogdon on the floor for UAM. Get it to Nelson, now to Jackson. Jackson goes to the baseline, behind the back dribble, back, gives it off to Brogdon, back to Jackson. Jackson to Nelson. Nelson, 8 seconds to shoot. Penetrate, split the double team, left-handed shot, rolls it in good.
Zane Nelson. Weevils take the lead.
Weevils lead it by 2 with 1:34 to play. And now Harding wants to call a timeout with 1:33 to play. 72-70. Weevils lead it by 2. This is a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. 30-second timeout. 72-70. UAM with the 2-point lead. And that's the Harding just would not go away all evening long. They have been around. Weevils had a chance at 6 points. They had a lead. Could have gone up by 8. Harding's always been able to fight their way back and find some way to keep it at 1 or possibly 2 points. It's 72-70 at the moment. 1:33 to play. Now both teams have one timeout remaining. Harding will have the basketball at midcourt. Harding will be in the double bonus foul-wise, shooting-wise. Next foul against UAM. UAM is not in the bonus. They still got a couple of fouls to give before the Weevils are on the 1-and-1. They inbounded it, and the clock started. But it went to 1:28. Yeah, it went from 2:01 to 1:28. So let's see what they're going to do. They're going to leave it at 1:28. Okay. Harding will inbound it. They get it in. 18 on the shot clock. Harris works it to J.T. Smith. Smith penetrates down the baseline, gets the fingertip roll up and in, counted and won. A tie ball game. And Harding is going to go to the free throw line. A tie ball game with 1:16 to play. All right. At the free throw line for the lead, going to be J.T. Smith. That was Wesley Booker that picked up the foul for UAM. J.T. Smith at the line. He's 2 for 2 today. He has 8 points. He'll be trying to complete a 3-point play and give the Bison a 1-point lead. Now one of the officials, they're going to go to the monitor again and look, see what they can find. With 1:09 left on the clock. 72-72, we're all tied. And at the free throw line is going to be J.T. Smith. Coach Chad Tapp going to take advantage of the officials looking at the monitor. Both coaches are. They're going to call their teams over the benches. Kind of an extra timeout here. With 1:09 left to play. 72-72, we're all tied. Harding's going to be at the line. J.T. Smith is going to be at the line trying to complete a 3-point play and give them a 1-point lead. Give Harding a 1-point lead if he can make the free throw. So let's see what they did. J.T. Smith is a 5th-year senior for Kensett, Arkansas. They put 1:16 on the clock. All right, JT's at the line. He can give the Bisons a 1-point lead, and he does. 73-72. Bison lead it by 1. Well, UAM will be looking at some pressure in the backcourt. They get it into Zane Nelson. Nelson Gives it back up to Wiggins. Wiggins back to Nelson. They'll get it across the timeline here. With 1:05 left to play. Down by 1. Weevils go to Brogdon. Back door. Jackson slashing. Counted and one. Isaac Jackson. It's strong along the baseline. Alex Brogdon with the assist. And the Weevils are up by 1. And Jackson's going to go to the line to try to complete the three-point play here. Isaac Jackson with 17, 20 points in the game. Give UAM a 2-point lead with the free throw. A lot of substitutes, a lot of people moving in and out. Wesley Booker's back in. Mario Fantina's back in now for the Weevils. Jackson's at the line. Free throws on the way. 75-73. 58 seconds remain. Still forever. Both teams have a timeout left. JT Smith with it for the Bison. He'll leave it out front to Marshall. Marshall giving it up to Henderson. Henderson now to Harris. Harris floater down the right side. No good. Wesley Booker gets the rebound for the Weevils. They get it up the floor to Zane Anderson. Anderson's going to be fouled. He's going to go to the line with 37 seconds left. The foul is going to go on JT Smith. It's going to be his second personal. 37 seconds remain. 75-73. Zane Nelson's going to get the free throw line. He's 2 out of 3 tonight. He has 15, 17 points in the ball game. Nelson's first free throw is up, nothing but net. That'll give the Weevils a 3-point lead, 76-73. If we can make this one, it's a 2-possession game with 37 seconds remaining. Nelson's second one's on the way. It's a 4-point lead for the Weevils. Here comes Harding into the front court. Let's bring it down. They get it off. Left side, that's Henderson. Henderson tries to drive. There's a whistle before the drive, though. It's away from the basketball. It's going to be a foul. It's going to be a foul on Zane Anderson. Zane's going to pick up the foul. Foul on Zane Nelson. It will send to the free throw line. Riley Marshall shooting 2 free throws. They're in the double bonus, so he's shooting 2. First one's on the way and good. 77-74, 3-point ball game. 31 seconds remain. There is 1.8 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Second free throw is on the way. It is good. It's 77-75, 2-point ball game. UAM will have it 94 feet away. Harding's going to apply some pressure in the back court. Full court press. Get it into Fantina. Fantina, long pass up the floor, gets it ahead into the front court to Nelson. Zane Nelson now finds Jackson on the left wing. 22 seconds. They're going to have to foul. They're going to foul. That's McBride making the foul. His third. Going to send Isaac Jackson to the free throw line. It's 22 seconds remain.
Isaac Jackson.
Both teams still have a timeout left. Isaac at the line, 4 out of 5 this afternoon, shooting a 1-and-1 here. Weevils with a 2-point lead, shooting the front end of the 1-and-1. Jackson's first free throw was up and nothing but net. That'll give the Weevils a 3-point lead. If we can make this one, it's a 2-possession game again with 22 seconds left to go. 78-75. Isaac Jackson, second free throw. It's good. A 4-point lead for the Weevils, and we've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. Weevils lead it by 4, 79-75. We're back in just a moment. Harding inbounds it, gets it down the floor, shot up, no good, but a whistle and a foul called. 79-75, Weevils with a 4-point lead, but they're going to put Harding back on the free throw line. As at the line is going to be J.T. Smith. He is 3 out of 3 this afternoon. He'll be shooting 2 here with 12.6 seconds left. Harding's going to have to foul quickly and then hope UAM misses. But at the line, Smith's free throw is up and no good. No good. So he can pull him to within 3 if he can make this free throw. Wesley Booker will come out. Alex Brogdon checks back in for the Weevils. J.T. Smith at the line for the Harding Bisons, trying to pull his team to within 3. Free throw is on the way. Knocked the back of the rim, no good. Nelson with the rebound for the Bowl Weevils. He's fouled immediately as the Weevils, if he's fouled, will walk to the other end and shoot the 1-and-1. 9.5 seconds left. Weevils lead it by 4. Zane Nelson's going to be at the free throw line, shooting the front end of a 1-and-1. Zane 4 out of 5 shooting free throws today. As Zane's got 19 points in the ball game. All right. First free throw is up. Nothing but net.
Zane nails the first one.
80-75. Weevils lead it by 5. You can stretch it out to 6 here with 9.5 seconds left. He does.
2 for 2 from the line.
81-75. Weevils on top quickly down the floor. McBride fires a quick 3. It's no good. Rebound. Harding has it. They'll go in. We're going to have a whistle and a foul call with 1.7 seconds left. Harding's going to get to go to the free throw line, and it's going to be Sam Henderson going to the line. Weevils lead it by 6 with 1.7 seconds left to play. At the line, Sam Henderson. 1 out of 2 today from the free throw line. First one's up and good. With 1.7 seconds left, you got to think UAM's going to hold on to win here. Leading by 5 at the moment. 81-76. Harding. Henderson will have one more. Sam Henderson. Free throws up. It is good. Got them both to go. 81-77 with 1.7 seconds. UAM throws it to length of the floor. The ball is tipped and out of bounds. Last touch by Harding with 0.3 seconds left. 0.3 of a second left on the clock. UAM's going to inbound it down there along the baseline, right in the corner. UAM will inbound it. That's going to be the ball game. Our final score in this one: UAM 81, Harding 77. As the Weevils get the win here this afternoon. And, what a good win for Coach Chad Tapp and the Weevils to get the win here at home. With a week off and play a week from today over at Arkadelphia. We're going to keep it right here. Coach Tapp's making his way over to our broadcast position. 20 points for Isaac Jackson. Josh Denton, let's see, finishes with a pretty good bunch of points. And I got to tell you what, Coach Chad Tapp joining us now. Coach, congratulations on the win.
Any one we get was going to be a good one. This was definitely a good one for us because they're obviously a conference win, and we've not played well in the last little bit, but got stuff up, so it was a good win for us.
You know, you got some play out of some players that we don't normally see. Alex Brogdon came in, gave you some good minutes, some good points. A couple of other players, I guess Wesley Booker did some, and then you had other players coming off the bench. But my play, I think, was most of Alex Brogdon defensively of what he did.
You know what? This might be the first time I've won a game where a team shoots 60% from the field.
Yeah.
But we were better. We were better offensively and some stuff. We shot 53% from the field, 56 from 3, 83 from the free throw line. We turned it over 10 times. That's the first time I've ever said that since I've been here. But yeah, you know, Zane and Isaac are obviously our main 2 guys. Mm-hmm. But we decided to shorten our rotation a little bit with those guys and walk to fight with us. try to find some solutions. And Eric was one of those guys. He had some big rebounds tonight. He had 5 big points. He had 3 assists. He had one had
back to it. It was.
He was making passes for the big guys.
We out-rebounded them 20-12, and that resulted in second chance points of 18 on the night. So, big deal there as far as out-rebounding, 12 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, well, I was down for 13 on the bomb, so I stole your bomb.
You're right.
No, I thought we did a good job. They went small. But we were able to take advantage of some of our size early. And that was big, keeping us in that.
Well, with the win here today, I mean, this is a confidence builder as well, being at home and getting a win. I guess just winning any win's a confidence builder, you think?
But any win for us is a confidence builder because I was thinking about selling cars after Monday night. That was hard to watch. And Saturday before that wasn't any better. So, the funny thing is I've got a lot of buddies in coaching, and the recurring theme over and over again was, we look good against Mankato, we look good against Arkansas Tech, we look like a bad basketball team against Langston, Henderson, and Williams Baptist. The truth somewhere in between. We're not as good as we look in stretches, and we're not as bad as we look in stretches, but I think buddy mine said it best. We competed in those games we played well. We're not very competitive anymore, so we don't.
Right.
And I thought we were competitive tonight.
Well, congratulations on the win. We get a week off before we have another conference game, and we travel to Arkadelphia a week from today. That'll be the final game before the Christmas break.
Yeah, Santa can't get here quick enough, so we're hoping there's a transfer in the mix for us at the break. But we need to play well, and we need to keep trying to get better. That'll be big. Watch the tough.
All right, Coach. Again, thanks and congratulations. We'll see you a week from today in Arkadelphia.
Thank you.
Coach 𝗗𝗜𝗏, congratulations on the win. Final score 67. 81-77, the final score.